All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, our topic is very important, and actually, everyday topic is important for the sake of education. In the same time, I believe what we do here is very important to, let us say, do brain training. You know, some people don't want, or let us say, they are not usually to use their brain. For me, I believe using the brain is a kind of a joy. It's one of my best reasons to live. God gave me a gift and I like to use it. uh, Satan. Satan, he is as a person, he is an evil one supposedly, and he is in exist, even in Islam. And we notice that Islam copy the word for Satan as Iblis, and you can check the roots of this Iblis where it's coming from, and you will be surprised. Iblis. But Iblis in Islam is not the same as Satan in Christianity. So today we will see that not only the God of Islam is not the same as the God of Christianity, as we showed you yesterday. As you remember, the God of Islam is not a spirit, he is a physical being. The God of Christianity, he is a spirit, whatever the word spirit mean. So by nature, the God of Islam is not the same as the God of Christianity. The heaven of Islam is not the same as the heaven of Christianity. Everything in Islam had nothing to do with the Christianity. Yes, Muhammad, he copied some names just to fabricate himself and make himself look better. And that goes even for Satan. Satan in Islam is better than Allah. And today we are going to prove that. And I challenge any Muslim to say to me, you are lying. I will show you with the proofs that Satan in Islam is a good person. The bad one is Allah. You know, the one who fabricate the cult of Islam, he is not really so much like he don't have a good intelligence. How and who is this shaitan? How he became a shaitan in Islam? The first thing you need to take a note about, he is not an angel as Christians believe. He is not a fallen angel. The problem with the Christians, who they are not educated, most of them, they think that when the Muslim they use the same words, that's mean they believe in the same thing. Like when Muslim he says Jesus, that's mean he believe in Jesus. No, he don't believe in. He don't even have the word Jesus in his Quran. They have a guy, his name is Isa. His mother, her name is Mary, actually Maryam, and she is the sister of a guy, his name is Aaron. So we don't have such a person in the whole Bible. Who is Maryam? She is the daughter of a guy, his name is Umran, and she have a brother, his name is Moses, and her brother, his name is Aaron. That's not exist. When a Muslim he speak about adultery, many Christians, because they are naive, they think Islam forbid adultery. The fact Islam promote adultery. Adultery in the Bible is just looking and wishing to have a woman she is not yours. Adultery in Islam, if you don't have intercourse with the women, that is not adultery. Secondly, if two men, if two person, male and female, they agree to have sexual intercourse for a payment, that is not adultery. They call it muta. And the same goes for everything. Like Muslim, they say to you, Islam is against theft, to the point if you steal, we cut your hand. But they will not tell you that all of Islam is based on theft. I'm not going to start with the theft of his stories Muhammad he took from people before him, including the story of Alexander the Great. a fiction story of the seven sleepers, the flying carpet of Suleiman, which is taken from the legend of the Jews. This is not what I'm talking about. Islam allow you to steal money from non-Muslims, for they are kuffar. Islam forbid killing an innocent person. But what the Muslim will not tell you, that innocent people in Islam only Muslims. If you are not Muslim, you are guilty. So generally speaking, Christians, because they don't know much about Islam, they assume that when Muslims use some certain words, those words is the same or have the same definition we have in Christianity, and that is a big, huge mistake. The same as we see some naive Christian, they say that the Muslims are the children of Ishmael, or even the Arab, which is very funny and very false. There's nowhere in the Bible it says such a thing. Even Muslims, they say that Ishmael, he learned Arabic at the age of 11. So today we are going to do some correction for some beliefs and some misunderstanding, and I hope the Muslims will be listening carefully. And let us introduce to you Mr. Satan. Why Satan he became an enemy to Allah? The story in the Quran. Let us go to the Quran and we find how the story and how and what happened. What happened exactly? One of the proof that Islam is false is this story, which we will see in front of us in a second. The story starts from here. Chapter 2, verse number 30. For sure you can read verses before, but that, you know, as usual, Quran is not really connected with each other, which means the verse here have nothing to do with the verse before it or the verse after. There's nothing, there's no connection. Suddenly he's talk about creating Adam. So here it says, Allah said to the angels, Allah, he said to the angels, I am about to create a caliphate in the earth, somebody to inherit the earth. They said, will you create therein somebody will do bloodshed? Allah, he did not agree with them. He said to them, I know what you know not, which means you do not know what are you talking about. This is not a true. So the angel accused Adam that he will do mischievement if he created him, if Allah created him. Allah did not agree, and he says, surely I know that which you know not. Surely what? He is in disagreement about them, saying that this man he would do bloodshed. My Skype is not open, so don't waste your time for calling now. Later, if I open it, I will let you know. We don't want anyone to disturb us until we finish. Here you notice very silly story. It's not even fit for kids. You see, if angels are just servant of Allah, why even Allah is telling the angels about what he will do? Are you asking them for advice? It looked like it. If you're asking them for advice and they give you the advice, so why you are asking somebody who know not what you know? Do you know what I mean? It's like you are my friend and I say to you, I need your advice. What do you think I should do? And then you tell me what you think about what I should do. And then after you say to me what I should do, I say to you, you are stupid, you do not know what are you talking about. Are we getting the point? So why Allah is saying to the angels, I'm going to do this? You are God, that's it, do what you want to do. What this conversation is about? Allah is a God of democracy suddenly? Then the story get more exciting and more silly. In the Bible it says that God, he taught Adam all the names, but there it's about giving him knowledge, not about this. So look what Muhammad he made out of that verse. Allah now, because they said to him that Adam will do bloodshed, Allah decide to prove them wrong. How? Allah, the Muslim Allah, the genius Allah, he wanna do that. Look at this plan is genius plan. So he taught Adam all the names, then he showed them to the angels. He showed them what? The names of the things, or the things, sorry. Here the translation is not really too much you know, accurate. So Allah taught Adam names, like this is a phone, this is a microwave, this is zucchini, this is a cucumber. Okay, now Allah, he placed all those items in the front of the angels, and now Allah want to examine their knowledge. So he said to them, all right, tell me the names of those things if you are truthful. I mean, how silly is that? I mean, come on. What do you mean if you are truthful? So Allah accusing the angels to be a bunch of liars. You see, if I say to you, if you are truthful, what does that mean? It's mean you are not a truthful. Correct? As simple as that. And what does that mean? It's mean you are a liar. The angels of Allah from the beginning, they are a bunch of liars. This is what the story is telling us. If you are a truthful, inform me the names of those things. What this connection between being truthful and the names? The connection is very simple. They said that Adam will shed blood. Allah does not agree. So he said, surely I know which you know not. So Allah, he come with a genius method to prove that they do not know, and they are liars. So now he taught Adam all the names, and if there are people who know the unseen, or those angels, they know the unseen, well, they should know the names. As simple as that. But this is very funny and very stupid. Why? Because I prove what and to who? If you ask me, you know, what is the name of my cat, and I do not know the name of your cat, and you say to me the name of my cat is Susu, and that prove that I'm a liar and you are God? You are the one who named the cat. What about we do the opposite? What about you ask me to name something, and then I challenge you that you, because you are God, I did not tell you what I said in my head. I will name it. I will give it a name in my head. I will not even move my lips. Now, because you are God, I say to you, okay, inform me the names of these if you are truthful. That will make more sense. But what Allah did is the opposite. What Allah did is totally the opposite. He is the one who gave the names, and now he is examining them, and because you do not know the names that supposedly he know better. Have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this before? I am the one who gave the name. What does this have to do with knowledge? You know what I mean? What does this have to do with knowledge? Then the funny story continue. Here the angels got busted, supposedly. Look how funny and stupid the story. The angels, they said, be glorified, we have no knowledge save what you has taught us. Look, hold on. How you have no knowledge save what we taught us, but just a minute ago you said that Adam will shed blood. So where this knowledge coming from? Any Muslim can tell us? Is that from Satan? If the angels know not except what Allah taught them, And this is confirmed in this verse. Either the angels are a bunch of liars and they are lying here because Allah did not tell them that Adam will shed the blood, and he didn't agree with that. So where they get this from? That's mean Islam confirmed that angels are a bunch of liars and they are deceiving people or creatures. And then because Allah he taught the names to Adam, the angels they admit that you are the only true art knower and wise. Why? Because he gave names to things and he know the names. That is the most silly story ever. Stupid, funny, silly. Is not even good for a child. He is at the age of 5. Now the drama continue. And remember, today our topic is about the Satan, but we have to do some direction for the story so we can show you what happened. So here the angels they have to admit that Allah is all knowledgeable. That's it. And then Allah he did not stop there. Allah wanna get them more busted. So he said to Adam, hey Adam, 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 show them. Habibi Adam, Habibi, huh? Show them, Khadam, show them, huh? Tell them the names. You see, you are angels, you do not know the name. Adam will tell you. So now Adam starts saying zucchini, microwave, potato, tomato, cheese kebab, falafel, hummus. And this is how Allah he got the angel busted. And then the story is not finished yet. Now Allah have to punish the angels for accusing, for claiming that they knew more than him that Adam will shed blood. So look what he did. And when he said into the angels, prostrate yourself before Adam, Allah is ordering the angels to bow down to Adam. Do you see it? The first God, the first person in history according to Islam who order someone to bow to someone who is not God is Allah himself. The founder of corruption, that someone should bow to someone else, he is not God, is Allah. Here we need to ask ourselves, who is higher and who is lower? Adam the sinner, or angels who Muslims they are supposedly not sinners, but as you see angels already here they are proven to be sinners. They accuse Allah that he will create somebody will do shed the blood. You see it? Are you going to create someone who will do bloodshed and he will do mischievement in this earth? And here Allah he ordered all the angels to bow down to Adam. But look what happened. Here we arrive to something more funny. So all the angels they bow down to Adam except Iblis. Here who noticed the story, the mistake in this story here? Who noticed the big mistake, stupid mistake in the story? Who noticed with me? Anyone can help us? What is the stupid mistake in the story? Allah he ordered who to bow down? The angels. So why Iblis will bow down? If you remember, I just told you don't make mistakes and don't mix things up between Christianity and Islam. In Islam, Iblis or Satan, he is a genie, he is not an angel. Now somebody with a Christian background, he do not know that this information, he will think there's nothing wrong here. No, but there's a big mistake here, because Iblis in Islam, he is one of the jinn, and jinn in Islam is not a demon as some silly Christian they keep saying, you know, that Muslim believe in demon, they call them jinn. That's false. Jinn are not demon, they are not evil spirit. Jinn according to Muslims, they are according to Quran too, created from fire, and there's good genie and there's a bad genie. Even there's a Muslim genie, there's a Christian genie, there's a Hindu genie, there's an atheist genie, there's a gay genie. All right. According to Muslims, the Muslim genie, he live in the house of Muslims. The Christian genie, he live in the house of the Christians. The Buddha, the atheist, etc., he live in each one, like, you know, they live together in a community. And where they live, usually they attach themselves to, like a spider to your ceiling, and they don't move during the daytime, but when you sleep they move. That's why you hear some voices, according to Muslims. Iblis, Iblis is another proof that Allah is false. You can search in Google what is the root of the word Iblis, and then you need to ask yourself why Allah is copying such a word. But we will not go for now for with this, you know. uh, but it's going to be interesting if you decide to do your own study for this word. If you go to Islamic website, I'm going to show you something. Music. This is a Muslim website has a music, sorry. I don't know how to stop it. Forget. Sorry for that. I don't know how to stop this Muslim website and music. But anyway, I wanted to show you the purpose of shaitan in Islam. It's very funny. Shaitan, he is refused to obey Allah and to bow down to Adam. But Allah, he ordered angels, he did not order shaitan. Shaitan is not an angel, he is not one of them. And that's again a very stupid mistake in the Quran, which is a chain of mistakes and endless mistakes. And then after that, Allah, he said, O Adam, dwell thou and the wife in the garden and eat freely from the fruit, but don't eat from this tree. And obviously he is copying someone else's story. And here you will notice that it says, but Satan caused them to deflect their form and expelled them from the happy state, which means from heaven. Hold on. Here, there's a mistake in this story. And I don't know how Muslims can live with this book. If we go in different verse in the Quran or different chapter, we will find the following. Chapter 20, and the story start from here. We made a covenant of old with Adam, but he forgot. What is the covenant? That not to eat from the tree. But Adam did not forget. The other verse in the Quran confirms something different. Here it says that Satan caused him to disobey Allah and to eat from the tree. Here it says that he forgot the covenant. And then suddenly the Quran jump and says, and when we said into the angels, fall prostrate before Adam, they fell prostrate all save Iblis. He refused. Again, Allah, he ordered the angels, so why Iblis will bow down? He isn't an angel. And then therefore we said to Adam, this is your enemy into thee and your wife, so let him not drive you both out of the garden. But hold on, when Allah he speak about Iblis, he refused to disobey, or refused to obey, sorry. Allah he kicked him out from heaven. Allah he kicked him out of heaven already. How he was able to get in? Any Muslim in the bushes? If Allah kicked Shaitan out of the heaven already, how Shaitan he get in again? Let us go to different verse so we can love better. As you see, the Quran is not the same as the Bible. Like, you know, you go to the book of Genesis, you find where the whole world is created. Quran is a mixed shish kebab, falafel, hummus, whatever. You know, the story is all over. If you go to chapter 7, you will see there's a contradiction in the story. And we created you, and we fashioned you, then told the angels, fall ye prostrate before Adam. And they fell and prostrate, all save Iblis, who was not of those who make prostrate. Allah now asked Iblis, what? Why you did not bow down, Iblis? He said, I am better than him. You created me from fire, while you created him from dust and mud. But here the story is more stupid actually, because why Iblis he said that? Well, he, you know, he should say, will you order the angels? I am not an angel. And then the story continue. Allah he said, then go down hence, it is not for thee to show a pride. Go down where? Out of heaven. You can change the translation if this translation is not suitable for you, Abdul. I mean, don't think I'm favoring the translation above others. You can, all Islamic translation is shish kebab for me. They are a bunch of lies. Get down of this. Get down of this what? The heaven. Change the translation again. I will show you all the translations you choose. This is Yusuf Ali. I will choose, you know, Maududi. Muslim they like Maududi, Mr. Doody. Hmm? Get down from here. Here. Get down. Okay. And here, by the way, anyone notice there's some mistakes in this verse? Once I was debating a Muslim sheikh who claimed to be a sheikh, his beard is long, and the idiot he said to me, well, the garden, the heaven of Adam, it was an earth. I said to him, this is in the Bible, this is not in your Quran. He said, no, you are an idiot, you do not know, what are you talking about? Heaven, the garden of Adam in Islam, it was not on earth. And this is why he says to him, get down from here. And this is why the angels and Adam are in the same place, because they are in heaven. So take additional note that don't be confused The heaven of Adam in Islam is not the same heaven of Adam in Christianity or Judaism. Where the heaven of Adam in Islam was in the sky, the heaven or the garden of Adam was in earth. Take a note about that. Satan replied, saying, it's challenging Allah. Okay, wait for me. Wait for me until the day of judgment. Huh? Let us see. Let me show you what I will do. Allah accept the challenge. I said, okay, I grant you that. I will see what you can do. And then Shaitan, he said, since you have led me astray, I shall surely sit in ambush for them on your straight path. Anyone notice something very weird here? Anyone noticing something weird in the story? Who noticed? Allah, he led Satan astray. By the way, who is the one who's talking here? Still is Allah, but supposedly the one who's talking now is Satan, and Allah tell us what Shaitan he said. But as you see, Allah did not say, I did not lead you astray. He did not even, and that's it. Yes, I led you astray. So you notice here that Allah is the one who led Satan astray. And by the way, here it doesn't say even led me astray. It says aghwaytani. Aghwaytani. What aghwaytani mean? You know, in I'm trying to find you a close word to the English. Like if a woman, she seduce a man to have sex with her, illegal sex, let us say, you know, something a sin. This is what aghwaytani mean. You know what I mean? Aghwaytani is not just a word mean you led me astray. It's more than that. Which mean Allah in this point was playing the devil. Let me, I will see if I can find you the word in English Arabic translation. This is an Islamic dictionary. Here, let me show you first the Arabic. And I noticed right away how the Arabic does not fit with the English translation. Aghwa, ism adal. What adal mean? Deceive. Aghwa, aghra. Aghwa, adal. What does that mean? Let us see. Read carefully with me and see what it says. Here they put the word led astray, misguided, misleaded. Allah misguided and misleaded Satan. Satan is not a bad person. Satan, he was misleaded and misguided by Allah. Do you see it? And here it give you all the the meaning for this word can come, but here in this case it is coming as you are the one who deceive me. And even the Muslim translation, they did not go far from the original meaning. They say yes, led me astray, as you see. So even the Muslim translation, they say led me astray. Here we notice that Shaitan is not a bad person in Islam. In fact, Allah and Shaitan, they have an agreement. I will let you go and deceive them. Shaitan, he made an offer, and Allah accept the offer. Why? Because Allah is the one who misguide the Shaitan. One of the things uh, Quran teach that Shaitan is a Muslim. How we can prove that? Shaitan is just a servant of Allah. If we go to different verse in the Quran, we will find the following. Shaitan, chapter 59, verse number 16. Here, the word hypocrite, by the way, is not in the verse. This is an addition. It says, on the likeness of the devil, when he telleth a man to disbelieve, then when he disbelieve, he says, Lo, I am acquit of thee. Lo, I fear Allah, the Lord of the world. Shaitan is a Muslim. He believe in Allah, he fear Allah, and he have a job. His job is just to deceive you. You know what I mean? He's not a bad person in Islam. He is just doing a job. He is a believer in Allah, and he fear Allah, and he worship Allah. And Shaitan, he says clearly, I wash my hands from you, the one who you disbelieve in Allah. I'm not like you. I believe in Allah, I worship Allah, I fear Allah. Then if we go here to the story, after Shaitan, he says, you did lead me astray, I am going to ambush them. I will ambush them, and I will sit in the front of them in every path. Then here we have the biggest mistake ever you can imagine. Remember, Allah said to Adam, he said to Shaitan, get down from here. But after that, again Allah, he confirmed that he kicked him out. Allah said, go away from here, disgraced and expelled. I shall fill the hell with those who follow thee. So Shaitan, that's it, he is out of heaven. And then Allah, he said to Adam, you Adam and your wife live in the garden, and you eat from it whenever you will, but never approach the tree, or you shall become a wrongdoer. Here again Shaitan appear again, but Satan, he made an evil suggestion to both of them. But hold on, Adam is in heaven, Shaitan already is expelled. How Shaitan was able to whisper to them? How Shaitan was able to get in the heaven again? Are we listening, guys? Remember, Quran confirm. By the way, why we don't have a lot of people? Maybe today is Saturday. I should not do live broadcast. You guys, Saturday, you go out and Christian Prince is sitting here teaching you. You people go to the park, have fun, etc. And Christian Prince, the poor guy, he is sitting here losing his voice. Okay, I'm not going to do it in Saturday no more. No problem. All right. Allah, he said to Shaitan, get out. And after that, he told Adam to go in the garden. Not only he get him out, he expelled him with shame. Expelled him from where? From heaven. Because up to this point, all they are in heaven. Then how Shaitan get in? Remember in different verse in the Quran, I mean, you have to keep opening verses after verses. It's in this. Because the Quran is like stupid stories scattered all over. Shaitan, he cannot enter heaven. Otherwise, Allah will shoot his ass with the stars. Chapter 67, verse number 5. Allah said, and verily we beautified the word heaven with lamps, and we made them missiles for the devil. What does that mean? You see, the Quran confirmed that Allah, he protected the Muslim. They say to you, do you know that in the Quran we can find a protected roof? Protected what? Roof. Okay. What does that mean? Which mean the atmosphere, brother. You know, it doesn't mean that. Protected roof. That means the sky is protected, not the earth. And we made the sky a roof with healed, protected roof. How we can explain that here? Allah will shoot the shaitan if he try to go to the sky. It's not the opposite. Atmosphere is the earth protected from what is coming from the space. Here it's the opposite. It is you cannot go out of the earth. In different verse in the Quran, Allah, he claimed that no human being can go out of the earth. And if they try, Allah will shoot their ass, the same as we see in the screen. In chapter 55, verse number 33, it says, يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا ولا تنفذون إلا بسلطان. Let us show the verse. O company of jinn and men, if you have power to penetrate the regions of the heaven and the earth, penetrate, but you will never penetrate save by our sanctions. And here the Muslims explain that this is only happened for the angels and the prophets of God. If you want to take them to heaven, that's it. Otherwise, no human, no genie can do that. But this is proven to be false, because already human being, satellites, and a spaceship all over, and actually they are planning to have a normal trip for visitors for the moon in the coming 6 or 7 years. So citizens who have money, they can go and buy a ticket and go to the moon. So Allah here is challenging all, not only human and genie, which we never saw one, that if you can go out of the zone of the earth, go, and if you try, Allah will send on you fire. He will burn you. In the other verse we showed you, it says that Allah will shoot them with the lamps. So now, as long we confirm that Shaitan is out of heaven, and if Shaitan try to get inside the heaven, Allah will shoot him with lamps, and the heaven is protected by Star War machines guns, then how Shaitan he misguided Adam and Eve? He's already out, right? He's already expelled. He ordered him twice in this story in front of us. He said to him here, get down. You see, the Muslim, they say to us, if Allah says something is going to be, he says be is going to be. So Allah, when he said to him get down, he's still there? No. Again, in the other verse here, just after it, before even he said to Adam go to the garden, he said to him, get out of here, with shame and disgrace, expelled. And then just a verse after it, Adam is enjoying the heaven, and then just a verse after it, Shaitan is whispering to them. So what we learn from this, Shaitan is a good guy, and he was a victim of Allah. If you remember, once we were debating a Muslim Abdul about Adam and the sin of Adam. Anyone remember what the Abdul he said to me about that when Adam commits sin? Who remember? Let us see your memory. Yes, Allah. Thank you. Who is the one who said Peter? I look like Peter is the best of you guys. Peter is the right away in the spot. He's listening and he's learning. Look here. When Adam was accused by Musa in a very funny story, I mean, how Moses and Adam they met. I mean, that is silly. Adam and Moses, everything is possible in Islam, in Muhammad's stories. So Adam and Moses, they met together. How? Maybe in the coffee shop, maybe in Starbucks. Things happen in Islam, brother. Things happen. But the story here proving to us that all the sin we do is not our sin. The bad person is not Shaitan in Islam. The bad person is not you. The bad person is not Adam. The bad person is Allah, and the proof in front of you. Adam and Moses, they have a disputation, a debate. Moses says to Adam, you are our father who deprived us and caused us to come out of paradise. Adam said, you Moses, you are the one who Allah speak to you. I mean, he favored you by speaking to you, and he wrote the Torah for you by your hand, by his hand. By the way, according to Muslims, the whole Torah written by the hand of Allah, not the Ten Commandments. Take a note. So you can imagine how many trucks Moses have to carry rocks. All the Torah written in rocks, big rocks, not the Ten Commandments only. This is one of the funny stories of Muhammad. Now look what Adam he says to Moses. Do you blame me for doing a deed which Allah had decreed that I should do 40 years before he created me? I should what? I should do. Do you see it? Adam, he commits sin. This is not his sin. This is a decreed by Allah in his destiny. He should do. He have no choice. So Adam saying to him, you want to blame me for what, you idiot? Allah, he wrote the Torah for you. Allah, he spoke to you. Yes, still you are stupid. You do not know. What are you talking about? Why you blame me if this is something decreed to me that I should do 40 years before creating me? And look what Muhammad he said. So Adam got a better argument of Musa argument. Actually, in the Arabic it says, so Adam he he won the debate, like he came with the correct answer. Muhammad agreed with that. And actually Muhammad, he repeated the answer 3 times, that Adam have the good answer 3 times. Read with me carefully. This is the same hadith, different translation. So Adam confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses 3 times. Muhammad always have to repeat three times. So Adam is a good guy. Allah is a bad God. Allah, he made Adam to commit sin. Adam have no choice but to commit sin because this is his destiny. And this is, my friend, the story of Islam. Satan is a victim. Adam is a victim. You as a victim. Everybody is a victim. And even Muhammad, he said, Allah, he needs sinners. And if you don't commit sin, Allah will kill you. The messenger of Allah said, if you were not to commit sin, Allah would sweep you out of the existence, and he would replace you by those who would commit sin and seek forgiveness from Allah. So what this God is about? This God is a joker. He is a self-worshipping person. He's a mad person. He wants you to commit sin. He like it because then you have to beg for mercy. If you don't commit sin, you will not beg for mercy. So what the reason he created Adam? Because he want Adam to commit sin. And then what he would do? He would say, please forgive me. Please. This is what Allah, this is what he want. This is why the Quran says, I create not the human being except to worship me. Chapter 51, verse number 56. It says it clearly, the purpose of the creation of mankind. This is a mad God, stupid God. I created the jinn and mankind only that they might worship me. And how we worship him? As you see, the hadith make it clear. You commit sin, you ask for my forgiveness, otherwise I will burn you. And the sin, we find that the sin he wrote for you is not the sin you made. As an example, we show you the sin of Adam. I saw a comment of one of the Christians. He said that God, he loves sinners. That's not true. That's not true. God loved the world, not a group. You call them sinners. For God, he loved the world. He sent his only begotten son to save the world, not just the sinners. At the end of the day, all of us, we are sinners, right? So God, he loved the world. He don't love sinners. When you say God, he loves sinners, that's silly. That's stupid, actually. When you say it in such a way, in such a, when the Christians, they try to present Christianity to someone like a Muslim will not only be like what those guys are talking about, he will take it wrong. God, he loves sinners. What do you mean? That's mean that when you say it in such a way, it's mean, okay, let us do sin because Allah, he like it. It's like Muhammad saying, Allah, he love those who sneeze. So what we would do now, let us sneeze. So sometimes Christians, when they speak, they speak like the silly Muhammad. They do not know what they are talking about. They just, okay, Jesus, he loved everybody, so okay, Jesus loved the sinners. No, this is not the truth. He don't love us because we are sinners. He loves us because he loves us, not because of our sin. Our sin actually is making us apart away from him. It is the opposite. Jesus said, I came for the sick, which means you are sick. He don't love you because you are sick, but he is helping you because you are sick, because he loves you already, not because of your sickness. Here you will notice one of the funny things about the nature of Allah. Allah, he hates those who do yawning. Why? Because if you do yawning, shaitan, he jump inside your mouth and he laugh at you. Ha 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 ha. However, Allah love those who sneeze. And actually, I was thinking to open and to start a new show. It's called Let Us Sneeze for the Sake of Allah. And we take Muslims calling one by one and they sneeze live on air. So Allah, he will get happy and excited and he will start moving his feet like Ahmad, the dead terrorist. Have you ever heard of a God like this? God, he loves those who sneeze. I mean, how silly, how stupid, how what this Muhammad is talking about? I mean, what kind of God is talking about? Is that a cartoon? From the teaching of Muhammad, I assume that Allah gets so excited in winter time and he don't feel good in summertime, because in winter time everybody is sneezing. Allah get excited when it is dusty, so we might sneeze. Allah get upset when you are doing yawning, for this is from the devil, brother. Do you not? Do you do yawn, brother? Oh, brother, the devil is in your mouth now. The Muslim once they made an article about the Prophet teaching us science, and the article was talking about that the Prophet said when you do yawn, cover your mouth. And the Muslim, they say, according to studies, etc., when you do yawn, a liquid will come from your mouth full of germs. But this is not the reason. You liars. Why you cut it? What about says because shaitan, he love inside your opening. Shaitan, he will jump inside your mouth. This is why he says to you, cover your mouth. He is not about teaching you science, but because they are liars, they make it about science. What is silly and stupid suddenly became scientifically correct. And this is what they do always when they switch the silliness and the madness and the stupidity of the Quran and the Hadith to make it fit with science. Anyway, I can't stay longer, by the way, because I am going to take a shower, and I will not turn the heater on. I want to have cold, so I can feel the sneeze, and I sneeze for the sake of Allah, and that will make Allah happy from me. This is how silly this cult is. And you know, as long we are talking about shaitan, don't forget that Muhammad, he have many ideas of shaitan. As an example, if you are a black creature, you are a shaitan. This is why Muhammad, he ordered to kill all black animals. They asked Muhammad, what the difference between a yellow dog, you know, Muhammad, he made the women, by the way, women in Islam are equal to a donkey and a black dog, and women are all equal. I said, oh Abu Dhar, what feature there is the black dog which is distinguished from red dog or yellow dog? He said, O son of my brother, I ask the messenger of Allah the same as you asked me, and he said, the black dog is the devil. Oops, shaitan is inside my mouth. Let me take a selfie. Achoo! Allah is happy. I just received a donation from Allah for he got excited now. He's asking me for more sneezing. This is how silly this cult is. Superstitions, fabrications, stories don't match, contradictions, and this madness. And I hope today we cover all, or let us say, most important issues about this thing. I will try later to come on air, maybe, but maybe today is Saturday, so most of you are busy with family, etc. Not sure. I will try. With this, I want to say thank you for being here, and may the Lord bless you. And as you see, Islam is nothing but a pure joke. It's a stupid cult. Does not match, does not fit with the simple logic of a child. You have to be literally illiterate, as Muslims they claim that their prophet was illiterate, to believe in such illiteracy about God. Satan, who is a good guy, God, who is a bad guy. Angels, who they are better than Allah. Angels who knows more than Allah. Angels that protect Adam, predicted that Adam would do mischievement. Allah does not agree, and then we find that Adam he did, and the angels were right. Everything in this cult is stupid, and nothing match anything good in the book of goodness. This is why I consider the Quran as a book of yellow pages, not a book of God. So if you believe in this cult, my friend, I advise you to watch my videos, read my books, and my videos for free anyway. I have endless videos. And I challenge you to maintain your belief in such a stupid cult, where Adam he have a destiny to commit sin, yet Adam have to be punished and get out of heaven for a degree Allah he made in his destiny. How stupid, how silly. Where's justice? There's no justice in this cult. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that. Thank you.